Big bird, sesame, big mean energy. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat. That's a 9 mil melody. Your mum's on benefits. Your dad's gone mad off of cannabis.
How's it going, people? I hope you guys are all doing well. For today, just a quick video on the TikTok from Luke Shaw. Before we get into that, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Pretty close now to 300 subscribers, so hopefully we can get there within the next couple weeks. And as always, definitely appreciate your guys' support. So in this video, I want to bring a lot of context into this. Okay, so I don't want people to watch that video and basically say, oh, well, Luke Shaw did nothing wrong. What's the big deal? Let's now bring the context into the situation. Luke Shaw is someone that under Ten Hag was rarely ever fit. He was injured, and he was injured for months at the end of the season. The Euros came around, and all of a sudden, Luke Shaw gets fit, and he makes himself available for England. Yet he couldn't make himself available for Manchester United at the end of the season. And I think we all know why he didn't do that. Playing for Manchester United, there's a different level of pressure. And I just think that he didn't want to bring that upon himself. He would just rather stay out of that. It was not a good season for Manchester United. And basically, he was just getting his body prepared and ready for the Euros. And I think that's massively disrespectful because Manchester United is one of the biggest clubs, if not the biggest club on the planet. It's the biggest club in England. And you're not playing for Manchester United yet, the club that pays your wages, yet you rush to go and play for England in the Euros because it's a manager that you like and, there's a little bit less pressure. Now the situation with Luke Shaw, he's injured again. So, you're not contributing to Manchester United, and you think in the spare time that, you're doing these TikTok videos and these dancing videos. These are things that, Manchester United fans had a massive issue with Paul Pogba. Now, did I have a massive issue with Paul Pogba getting, a lot of different hairstyles and doing the dancing? Not massively if he's performing on the pitch. I think that's really what it comes down to with me. I grew up on Manchester United when it was Roy Keane, Paul Scholes, David Beckham, and these guys. Would they allow Luke Shaw to be doing this when they're 14th in the league and 7 points away from relegation? I don't think so. I think if you've got strong leaders in that dressing room, they don't let you get away with this type of stuff. And it's just something that I just don't think it needed to go out there. How would Liverpool fans react if Liverpool were in 14th place, 7 points away from relegation, and they're seeing their players do TikToks and it's players that, they're not even available, so they're not even contributing. I don't think Liverpool fans would accept that, so I don't think that we should either. And I just think it's a massive hypocrisy that, Paul Pogba was top scorer of Manchester United, and he had the most assists for us that season. So, did I necessarily like him doing the dancing and all those videos? Maybe not really. But at least you were getting a contribution out of him. I'll bring another person to the table is Mason Mount. I think we're just so quick. Zirkzee is the new one now. Zirkzee is really the new scapegoat. Is Zirkzee good enough for Manchester United? I think that remains to be seen. But this is a foreign player coming from a different league. Obviously, there's a transition period. And he's a young player. And he's only been in for a matter of months. Mason Mount was the big money signing a year ago. Has factually not contributed, more than Anthony, for example, another player that Manchester United fans can't stand. He's contributed less than someone like Anthony. And Mason Mount costs a lot of money. And, you never hear anything. Constantly injured. When he's been available, has not played great. Mason Mount is another one. You see him doing all this extra stuff outside of the pitch. And he's not contributing to Manchester United. We pay these guys an absolute fortune. And, I feel like Luke Shaw and Mason Mount, they're just going under the radar. Is it because they're British? I think that has something to do with it. But I just, the thing with Zirkzee is maybe he's not performing to the best of his capabilities, but at least he's getting himself out there on the pitch. At least he's giving effort and trying. So after all this time of Luke Shaw, being injured, being out of the team, two previous managers in Jose Mourinho said that, he's not good enough for Manchester United. And Ralph Rangnick said that I believe Manchester United need a better left back. With his inconsistencies in terms of play, I think it's time to get rid of Luke Shaw. So, look, if it was me and I was the owner, I would release Luke Shaw. I think it's the right time. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, he's laying off all these employees, getting rid of all the staff that have been there for years on low money. Yet Luke Shaw earns a fortune out of Manchester United, never contributes. Mason Mount earns a fortune, hardly contributed. So I would like to see the both of them go. And those are my opinions on this topic. But definitely curious to see what you guys have to say. Am I being too harsh on Luke Shaw? Do you guys have a different opinion? Please, as always, make sure to let me know in the comments. Really appreciate you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next one.